Welcome
to the J&O Show.
What we talk about.
Don't you hate it when you dating a dude and he broke? Bruh. He can't even celebrate your birthday month. He can't celebrate you. You need to leave him. You need to leave him now. Wow.
I'm dating a broke guy, and it really, really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do.
So you're a broke girl dating a broke guy. You're not dating a broke guys. You're two people that are broke together. Don't put that on him. You broke too.
Well, maybe he's the reason she's broke.
Maybe. You know what? My bad. I'm sorry.
So in the past, like, we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips. I've paid for the hotel. I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets. He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough. You know what I'm saying?
Hypergamy at its best. Brought to you by Ever and Preach. Thank you. It's hypergamy. To me, it's further proof that women don't really want equality.
Okay.
Because this is not something that you often hear men complain about. Nope. From a personal perspective, if I was in her situation and she and I were just dating the way y'all date, we didn't date. But anyway, that wouldn't even be something that crossed my mind. If I were in her situation.
Oh, yeah.
And when we were dating, I made so much more than you. Than when we went out on trips, I had to pay for everything. And for the most part, the only time that guys really complain about that type of stuff is if it seems like maybe they're getting played. Like if they have a thing that, okay, this isn't like a genuine relationship. You may be doing this just to get this out of me. It's not like we're in a real relationship. But if a guy is in a real relationship with a woman, especially if they're married,
this is true.
Because the expectation from men and women are different. And this is hypergamy. Now, I don't know. She might be like, nah, bro, I want my man to take care of me like that. She might be more traditional minded. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that she's right or wrong, but I'm just saying this is sort of the proof that a lot of guys talk about.
Yes.
When they talk about that type of stuff. You know.
So, but is she wrong for that? For being hypergamous?
I don't think hypergamy is, and she's doing this so that I could just say it. Yep. But no, I don't think hypergamy is wrong. I think that men and women are supposed to have certain roles, regardless of the fact that they are equal in value to society and to God. I like to take care of both the Christians and the non-Christians on our videos. Like, I believe that science and society often prove all of the points that Christianity and God bring up. God set up the world with a system of rules as to the way the world works. And I think the world works within that system of rules, whether they want to admit that it comes from God or not. So I don't care if you talk about science or if you talk about God. In my opinion, from what I've seen, they often say the same thing.
Science is just the explanation of God's law.
That part. So I don't think there's anything wrong with what she said. It just depends on what her perspective is.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying? But he does what he can when he can. But it's gotten to the point where it definitely sucks because I'm not doing as well financially. I can't afford to do things for two people. I can't even afford to do things just myself right now. So because I can't afford to do things for two, we actually don't do anything. We haven't done anything. Like, if I'm being for real honest.
Why don't y'all just sit at home and build? I know everybody want to jump to the finish line when we already got all our stuff together. How about y'all just build instead of worried about going on trips? How about you max out your 401k? How about you take all your money, put it into your savings account? How about y'all start saving for a house? How about y'all start saving for a better car? How about y'all start worrying about kids? How about y'all save about that? How about y'all start saving for the wedding? How about y'all start talking about y'all future? How about y'all start building? How about that? How about saving the trips for when you've actually established something? Does that make any sense to anybody? Was it just me? Am I the only person who think like this? I did not think like this when I was 20 years old. So let's not act like I'm really trying to be judgmental about it. I'm just trying to make sense out of what she's saying because she put it on the internet. See, I didn't go on the internet talk about all of the stuff that I wasn't doing when I was married and stuff like that. And when I wasn't married and when I was dating, I wasn't walking around telling everybody all of the stuff I was doing. Nope. Because I knew better. Kept it to myself. I knew I was out here in the sin. I knew I was in the world. I knew I was out here tricking. Whoa. And I knew that I was out here shaking my thing, shaking it fast, watching myself. I knew that I was doing all of that stuff.
You were shaking it fast for cash?
I was shaking it fast. Well, not for cash, but I want to say what I was shaking it for, but I'm Christian. I can't say those words anymore.
That's true.
I was shaking it for the lady that I was entertaining at the time.
Really?
I don't know if you would necessarily call it shaking other than putting down the axe. As somebody said, she's the one who said that. But anyway, a lot of us don't understand that, when people build, like you might have to sit down for 5-10 years.
Yikes.
And just stack or invest.
That's true.
Well, they don't want to do that. They want to enjoy life before they get to that. They don't want to be adulting.
And then
adulting is not fun.
There is the other side where people be like, look, I don't know when I'm going to live, so I want to enjoy the whole time. There is that mentality, and there is some credit to it because you don't know when you're going to be up out of here. So you do have to try to enjoy life.
Yep.
But I've said it many times, a lot of the issues that we're having in society is because the provision that a lot of women are asking for is luxury, not provision. They're not talking about biblical provision. They're talking about luxury, and it's different.
Would that be considered luxury?
Yes.
What you're talking about?
I got to pay for all the trips, man. You ain't lying. You know what? If y'all got married, y'all probably wouldn't have to pay two separate things of rent, two separate things of electric, and y'all would have more money available. I think it was Anton Daniels. He said, marriage is for broke people. And I was like, what? Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah. You got one rent now. You got one electric bill. You can combine groceries and you can't, that's not going to take off all of the grocery type situation because you still got to feed 2 people.
Right.
But you got to make one meal now. So now you could, you go to Costco, you can get the combo pack. Yep. And long term, that'll save you more money instead of just buying for yourself.
It's true.
Yes.
And he was like, now, depending on your situation, you can get one car instead of 2. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. I don't know. That depends on your work situation. Well, first of all, just taking rent out in today's economy.
Yeah.
That's at least $1,500 minimum. Some people is paying $2-3 grand for rent.
Yeah.
What would you do with an extra $1,500 a month?
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
And then you add your electric bill. If some of y'all have gas, your water bill, all of that stuff, and you start to
cable, internet,
condense all of that stuff. And I'm not going to tell you to move in with each other and be out here fornicating. I'm not going to tell you to do that. I know most of y'all going to do it anyway. But what I am going to say is because the Bible says it's against it, I'm against it too, especially since it makes single baby mamas.
This is
okay. True. Most single baby mamas ain't divorced. The majority, all you need is 51%. And y'all know y'all going to be the ones that are going to leave the kids. Of course, going to make sure you get the kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So it's going to be you.
This is true.
Out here chilling. In the nude.
Bucket naked.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that came to my head.
And if you guys made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and give us a thumbs up. So that way you can tell YouTube that you appreciate what we're putting down.
What we're putting down.
All right.
I went on a whole tangent. But Bill, come on now. Y'all don't. Go ahead.
So how do you balance that though? Because
don't do so much.
But what is so much?
Well, going on trips is much. We used to go on vacation 1, maybe 2 times a year. Now folk is like, I want to go on a trip every month. Your privilege is showing. You just walking around with privilege falling out your bags, man.
Yep.
Like that sounds like an extremely privileged life, and everybody wants to be the rich person because unfortunately, thanks to social media, we all have the rich person and their lifestyle thrust on our face constantly, and we're just consuming it, and we're just like, why can't I have that? I should have that. I'm just as good as them. I should have that. First of all, most of us can't even handle it.
This is true.
Because we get that amount of privilege, we going straight to HELL.
You got that right.
I don't know why I ain't just say it because I say it all the time on this channel. Now all of a sudden I'm bleeping myself. I'm censoring myself now.
It's funny because yesterday when we were at church, that was a sermon. He was basically talking about be careful what you feed your eyes. It was entitled "What You Looking At," and it was actually geared towards the youth. It was Youth Federation, and they were talking about not just youth or children, but even adults, like monitoring yourself as far as what you're consuming, what you're looking at, especially specifically on social media. And I think that adults do need to monitor themselves with that because I think that helps the Disneyfication that we talk about. People looking at social media and thinking that that's real life. Like it's supposed to be like that. Like, yeah, we should be going, out every weekend, or we should be doing this all the time. And this, that, and the third. And it's just like, most people don't have it like that to do that all the time. Nope. Married or single, like the regular everyday person, that's not normal. Now, if you have money like that, or you're a celebrity and you have that type of, thing, then yeah, that's different. It makes sense that you would see them out and about all the time because they got it like that, But I don't know, when you're constantly feeding that into your brain, you're seeing this all the time, like, oh, look at where they're at. You know, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that. And instead of third, you think that that's reality and that's what you're supposed to be doing. And it's not. No. So we got to be careful what we're feeding ourselves.
Yes.
And our kids. He talked about, you know, monitoring how much time our kids are on social media, period. Yeah. And they shouldn't even be on it before a certain age. I've heard people say like 16.
Yeah, because it causes developmental issues or something like that.
That too.
For real, for honest, like in September, for my birthday month, he does celebrate me around those times though. He does celebrate me around the holidays. He does.
You caught that? Did you catch what this broke girl said? Repeat it back to me.
He doesn't do much, but...
No. She used a very important word in there. She said, for my birthday month.
For my birthday month, he did...
Now, I could be wrong. But a birthday month sounds
when
like...
you're broke, a month is crazy.
Hold on, let me Google birthday month because I think I know what it means, but I don't know.
My birthday month.
For a broke girl, that is a crazy thing to... For anybody, I think it's like such an attention whoring thing to take 30 days out of a whole month to be like self-absorbed about celebrating yourself constantly and have people celebrate for you with gifts and
For me, I think it's the fact that you demand that you be celebrated.
Yeah, there's that part.
Birthday month is crazy. I used to do birthday months before the kids came. I used to do birthday months. I remember, a couple of years. I used like every weekend. She would get a whole crap load of stuff. She to the point that she was like, "Babe, stop it, stop it." But that's not because she asked for it. She actually was like, "Look, I got one birthday in the month. That's all I need." And I was like, "Nah, babe, I want to get you this and I want to get you that." And I did. Stupid. Then the kids came and we haven't had birthday month since. But
and that's okay.
Yeah, but he does celebrate me when he gets he's doing what he can, but he doesn't celebrate me enough. He doesn't take me. God, we are so spoiled. Yep. We are so spoiled.
Comment down below. Do you guys celebrate birthday months? I'm curious.
This is crazy. This is because it's not just women. Because now guys are like, yeah, I want to travel and I want to do this and I want to, I'd love to travel every month or every other. Are y'all saving anything? Are y'all investing anything? Because most of us ain't making money like that.
Yeah. Nope. I think it's okay to want to do those things. But we got to be realistic about it. Like, that's not something that you should be looking to do every month, every other month, especially if it's like extravagant. Pace yourself and save.
Y'all need to listen to the old man over here. Look, I'm the old man going to talk to y'all.
Really?
Look. Back in 1940, when we used to walk to school, we had to share shoes in the house. Once a week, I used to get to wear the shoes. Wednesday was my day. I used to wear the shoes. The other days, you had to tie newspapers around your feet and walk to school. Really? We appreciate it.
Really?
We used to build. We was worried about retirement. We didn't want to be eating spam every day for retirement. So we saved our money. You young folk, something wrong with you. You done gone soft. You done gone soft. That's what it is. Y'all don't know what it's like to have to work for nothing. When y'all jokers get older, y'all ain't gonna have nothing. You think you still gonna sit in your kids' house. They gonna kick you out. They don't want your stinking behind sitting there in their face. That's why all y'all gonna be in homes. It's gonna be 3,500 of you jokers in the home, and it's only got a capacity of 400. It's gonna be at least 3,100 more of y'all in that home. Y'all jokers couldn't afford to take care of yourselves because y'all was going on so many trips. Y'all know what's the truth. The average pay for men in America is around $50,000. I think for black men it was 46. For black women it was 43,000. For everybody else, people that make more, people that make less, we all land around that $50,000 thing. What y'all talking about? Y'all going on trips all the daggone time. But then also y'all jokers want to have the nicest clothes. Y'all buying all of this fake Gucci. We all know it's fake. You drove up in the Altima. You ain't you walking around with Gucci on your chest and on your belt, and you driving an Altima. We know you're lying. Maybe the J's is real, maybe they're not. That could be a lie too. You're all wearing your Michael Kors bag, but you're wearing Gucci everything else. I don't know what's wrong with you young folk nowadays. That's what's wrong with you now. Otis got to come out here and talk to you jokers. Y'all get some common sense. Sit down somewhere and build, save your money and invest it. Go and learn how to do businesses. Most of us don't know how to do no businesses. I ain't know how to do no business. I sat down and I learned. I said, you know what, baby, we ain't going nowhere this year. She looked at me like I was crazy. She was looking at me like I was crazy, but she was like, you know what? We is broke. So that makes a lot of sense. No, we're for real. I sent this video just because it was wild to me. Like the mentality overall. She was like, oh my gosh, he's the best guy. His personality is like, I've never met a guy like this, but he's broke and we can't go nowhere. So I don't know if this is going. And then everybody that know you now knows what's out with his pockets.
Yeah, they shouldn't have did that.
Like everybody know he broke now. Oh my gosh. Social media is like destroying our society. I thought that this was a crazy video. I wanted to throw it out there. We do not be reacting to all of their stuff. Go watch their video.
Yeah.
It says Bring Back Shame is the name of the video by Abba and Preach.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes in at. I guess maybe towards the end of the video he started talking about that. But
yeah, maybe. This is why it's important for us to have a village, okay? Not just for the children, but for us too, okay? So that way you can learn something. Oldest part of the village, he can teach you a thing or two.
Oldest teacher.
He can teach you a thing or two.
That's right.
About learning how to save. All right, and what to look for. All right? It's okay that you want to travel, but you might not be able to do it right now, okay? We got to be realistic.
Yeah.
Anyway, comment down below your thoughts. Tell us what you think.
All right, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that subscribe button. I need you to hit that notification button. I need you to hit all the buttons. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Press the off button.